After listening to this story time from Grit Baby, it gave me a totally different outlook on her. Let's get into it.
What's up, everybody? My name is Okisha Johnson Go, aka Grip Baby, in the building. I'm not the one, the two, and down show ain't the three. You know. So I will be opening up about my life more. I'm tired of the hurt. I'm tired of the pain. And one thing about it, when God give you something, go by it. So I know it's time for me to open up and tell my story. So with that being said, part one, what I can remember with your girl, Crip Baby. So we're going to start it off at 5 years old. I have a speech impairment problem where it caused me to talk funny in certain ways. Some words I can't pronounce good. With that being said, at the age of 5 years old, my mama took me to a doctor and was trying to get my disability started, and it did not work that time. The first time my mama tried to do it, it did not work, okay? That when I was 5 years old, I do remember that. I remember at 8 years old, my mama took me back to a doctor this time. And before we went to the doctor, she prepared me and told me to say that I hear ringing noises. And I didn't understand why I had to say that I hear ringing noises, and I talk to myself and I hear voices. I didn't get it until I got older. And so I did that, and when we got out of it, my mom was like, she was so proud of me. And she gave me, I never forget, it was $10. And I went to the store and got whatever I wanted. The reason I'm telling my story now, because I'm tired of holding on to the pain. I have got real big on everything it is out there, and I'm ready to release my pain. And with that being said, that what happened to me at the age of 8. My daddy wasn't with it. He got mad that she had went back for a second time after she got denied, and went back up there to try to do it again and, get a check and get help in whatever area she was trying to get help in. I didn't get it because one thing I will say about my daddy, he always been a hustler and he had good jobs. He had a good meal job at that time. I never forget it. And so, after the years went on, and I say I was 8, I say about, back then it took a long time to get disability. So I'm saying about the age of 10, I started notice that I was getting lumps on. She had divorced my daddy, and I looked just like him. So I have always been a black sheep of the family. And she put me on all kind of medicine, so I wouldn't really sit in and I wouldn't be after, and I just would sit there like a dummy. And it really hurt me in so many ways, y'all. And I just sat there and didn't know no better, because you got to understand, I'm 9 years old. I'm 8, 9 years old. Don't know what's going on. Don't really know. I'm taking all the medicine daily. So I really don't know what's going on. At the age of 10, I think they got a divorce. After they got divorced, he used to tell her all the time before they got divorced, do not get no check started. Ain't nothing wrong with her. Take a little bit more time with her. She refused to do that. She was money hungry, and that's okay to be money hungry with that or whatever. And so they got divorced, and I got lump sums. And after I got lumps on, she said I was a very disrespectful child. And I do agree with it at a certain extent. I did talk back a little bit, but it wasn't like, you shut up, mama, you don't tell me what to do, you a bitch. It wasn't that type of talking back. It was more like, mama, I know I get a check. Can I finally get some joint like everybody else? Can I get some Shakonas? Well, back then. Can I get some circumference like everybody else? Mama, they already picking at me because I'm in special education class. So can you like make it better and dress me better. So that's why I used to ask her all the time, like, buy me this and buy me that. And she would never buy it. She always used to tell me, you know, they gave it to me to take care of you. And then at first she was saying for a long time, you don't get no shit. Had me thinking I didn't get no shit. But the whole time my uncle now was talking about it and telling me, you get the shit. So I let it go. I didn't sit there. I let them have it or whatever. And as time went on, I started realizing what's going on. And she didn't like the fact that I had common sense. And the more that she would say that leave her alone, she different. She got disability. She SLW and this and that. I would not say anything. I got to the point where I didn't really know what's going on. So I got to the point where I am like this. I am different from my sister and brother. I can't read. I can't do that. I can't do this. So I just got to the point where I got tired of talking about it. So I just did everything she said. And like I said, she had me on medicine. So I was just a dummy, not knowing what way to go, not knowing what real love was, didn't know nothing. Was just had a real hard childhood. And every friend that she would come in contact with, I would keep hearing the word that I cannot say on him. She would always say it to them. Y'all think she gonna ever be able to hold down a boyfriend? Do y'all think she gonna ever be able to work? It's just something wrong with her. And the whole time my mama was jealous of me because I looked just like my daddy and they didn't have a good marriage. But it wasn't my fault and I had to pay for that. And I'm just tired of paying for situation that I did not create. So that's why I'm sending my story. Y'all don't like what I'm doing, keep your comments to yourself. This is part 1. Part 2 will be coming out tomorrow. Every day in June, I will be doing different parts of telling y'all why I act like this and why I became Grip Baby and what it represents to me. With that being said, y'all have a wonderful and amazing day. See y'all later.
So I have to stop and get my commentary or YouTube on, penalize me. But anywho, when it comes to Grip Baby, I've always said that she does the best she can when trying to take care of her children. She try to make sure they stay fed, they stay clean, they stay, put together, looking like something. It is times that Grip Baby slack off, but you never know what somebody is going through. And listening to her story, you can tell that this is still very traumatizing to her. You can tell that she hasn't healed from it. She said that she's hoping her releasing this will be part of her healing journey, that she can eventually, overcome this. And listening to her story, like I said in the beginning, it gave me a totally different outlook on Grip Baby. And I listened to this part 1 and part 2, which I'm about to give you part 2. And I listened to it with tears in my eyes, especially the story about Disney World. Let's get into part 2.
Good morning, everyone. So part 2 of Grip Baby story. So I'm going to start it off at 10, like the middle of 10 years old. My daddy and mama were getting a divorce. So the only one at home that she can pick at and do wrong and be mean to was me. Okay? That's what I really remember at 10 years old. They were going through their divorce and it just was real bad for me. And I was just getting picked at real bad with my mama. Like she was treating me all wicked, mean, just being mean to me because I looked so much like him. And then at 11 years old, my stepdaddy come into place. She met him and they clicked off. In the midst of her meeting my stepdaddy, my check had got cut off. So she went in the midst of getting that cut back home. Okay? And it didn't take nothing but 1 year for her to marry that man. When she married that man, I was getting my lump. I got my lump sum. My check got cut back home. My bad, y'all. And I was getting my lump sum. And back then, they gave you big lump sums at the time. So it's your responsibility She got 2 checks in the mail, one for $10,000 and another one for $10,000. One of the $10,000 checks she supposed to be sending back, but she did not send the $10,000 check back. So she had both of them. She had $20,000. With that being said, my stepdaddy was in the place then. So they went to open up a bank account, and you know, I started seeing things. I started seeing checks, pretty checks with my name on it. It was her name, and then my name was second. With that being said, I know that check was for me. Cause I could read a little bit, but I had put in my mind I can't read, I can't do this, because that's what she had me thinking. So the age 11, I think like 11 and a half, my stepdad had got married to her. And when they got married, when I say everything went sour, everything went sour, because when they got married, it was just like, we don't need you no more. We don't spend all your money. That's how I felt, you know. We don't need you no more. We don't spend all your money. You ain't worth it. So I would notice when the first come through the 5th, my mom would let me be in her house. I would be in her house. Time the 6th come, it's like it never fails. She said, I'm talking back. So she made me go down my daddy's house. And when I went down there, my daddy really couldn't do it, so he sent me to his mama, which lived next door. So my grandmama have always played a big part in my life, and I'm so thankful and grateful for her until this day. Because every single month, it became a pattern. It became a pattern. She every month sent me down there, every month. And then when the check got gone, I wasn't no good no more. And then the next month, she do the same thing. Find something I don't did wrong and send me right down there. She kept calling the police on me. That's why I was afraid of the police until I was about 25. I was paranoid every time I would see a police. Because she always would call the police on me and say I was talking back to my stepdaddy. And yes, indeed, I was talking back to him because I seen what was going on. And I was getting older, and I realized it wasn't right how I was getting treated. So I was talking back to him. And after that, I kept going through that. The police kept coming out there putting handcuffs on me and all type of stuff. And she just kept making me go down to my grandmama's house. And one time, I'll never forget, my mama and my stepdad and my sister and brother had went on a vacation. I never forget. They had went to Indiana. I never forget it. They went to Indiana and they went on the vacation. So while they were on the vacation, my family on my daddy's side were doing the vacation. They were going to Disney World. And my grandmama know how I had been getting treated with her. So my grandmama used to say her pay like the light bill and stuff like that if she needed help. I don't know where my daddy was at that time. I think he was in jail for like 4 or 5 months when that be it. Maybe not even that long. I'm just telling y'all what I remember. And my grandmama had asked my mama, can I go to Disney World and she'll pay for it? You know, my mama told her no. My mama told her no, she can't go. But remind you, I just had got all them lumps, so I'm sorry, y'all. This is so hard for me. Remind you, I just got all them lumps, so I had got $20,000, and I went worth nothing to her. And the only vacation that I want to go to Disney World so bad for me and my kids. Because I was warned for my vacation when I was a child. I was warned for me. I didn't get to go because my mama's stupid to see. I was a branch sheet of the family, and when my daddy left her, she was mad at me about it. And so I had to pay for things that I should have had to pay for. So what my grandmama did do, the days that they went on, the day that they went to Disney World, it was me, her, and my auntie. at home at my grandmama's house. And I said my head hurt, so I ain't had to go to school because I was so embarrassed. My sister and I just came back from vacation. All my cousins going to the vacation. And I was a different child. I went to school every day like I supposed to. I did everything I supposed to as a child. And I still didn't go, so I fake sick. So my grandmama had gave me a couple dollars. And we ate out every day, and she just tried to make me feel better about the situation, but it didn't really make me feel no better. And then my mama just called her and got mad at her. I don't know why you put in her mind that she can do this, she can do that. She ain't grown that my child. Make her come back home. So she made me come back home because we were getting closer to the month. It was during the summertime. I think they went in July. And I think it was like July the 30th. She let me came back home. From the 1st to the 5th, everything was good while the money was there. And then it's time the money left. Sometimes it didn't even take to the 5th. Sometimes the money might have left on the 3rd. And when the money there, police can call. I'm going back down to grandmama house. The same cycle from 12 to 18 years fucking old. I went through pure D hell. And when I went like to my mama house for vacation, for like Christmas and stuff, it was just totally different. Like, I did not want to be there. I got the booking like, I'm not going back home. I don't want to be here. You treat me wrong. You won't give me that. And I kept asking her, Mama says, you keep kicking me out, can my check go down my grandmama house? She gonna do the right thing. Like, give me my check, Mama. Let it go to my grandmama. Now, you can come home. Ain't nobody did that to you. You just want to be sassy and grown. That's why I go so hard for my kids, y'all. Because I watched my mama eat steak and potato and make me eat noodles. I watched this shit for years. And couldn't wait to say that because every time I said so, I'm sorry, y'all, the police kept getting called on me. And back then, the only thing the police can do is put you in handcuffs and while she'll wind the corner and stir you up. And that's what the police did to me. And I just got to the point where I was just tired of it, so I started breaking. It wasn't them there. And that was at 12 years old. Everything just happened at 12 years old. Even when I went over my mama's house on the weekend, I'm going to leave it right there, and that will be part 3. So I'll start with part 3 tomorrow and tell you what went on in the house with my cousins and stuff. With that being said, y'all have a blessed and amazing day. Please do not judge me. Do not be in the comments talking crazy. This is my truth. Let me have my pain. Let me release my pain. And let me be greater. In the name of Jesus, y'all have a beautiful, amazing day. See you later. Bye.
Now, listening to this story time, anybody who watched this and didn't feel a certain type of way or shed a tear, I don't know where your soul at. It was really heartbreaking listening to her story. And the part that really brought me to tears was when she was talking about the trip to Disney World. And she couldn't go. She even mentioned to her mother that her grandmother was going to pay for it. And her mother, I guess still having an evil spirit, allegedly, she decided against it. It's almost like she never wanted Grip Baby to have a good time, or she, like Grip Baby said, punished her for looking like her dad, or maybe punishing her for being SLOW, as she say. It's just sad because you could tell she went back when she said when she was 10 and started telling that story, and when she was 5, you could tell she went back to that place. She went back to that hurtful place and she pulled it all up. And if I had it, I would send Grip Baby away to Disney World for a weekend where she can be that child that she was never able to be when her cousins them took that trip. I would make sure she took that trip alone without her children. Not to say, punishing the children, but I would just, if I could, I would give that day to her. Now I want y'all to get on over there to Okisha's channel. You can see right here in the video the name of her channel. Get over there and support her. Maybe if she get enough views and watch hours, she can take her own self to Disney World. She has not posted part 3 yet. I didn't see it. Don't quote me. You can see in this video, as you can see in this video, I left her name out so y'all can head over to TikTok and support her channel in her journey. I wish Grit Baby the best, and I hope this was part of her healing journey. Thinking about starting your hair growth journey? Now's the perfect time. If healthy, thriving hair is your goal, Earth Root Crown Revival Growth Oil is waiting for you. Head over to my website. Healthy hair starts at the root. Earth Root Crown Revival Growth Oil is infused with fenugreek, rosemary, hibiscus, lavender, and clove to nourish the scalp and support stronger, healthier hair. Made with real ingredients that help reduce breakage, restore moisture, and support healthy growth from root to tip. Lightweight, non-greasy, soft on the scalp, and perfect for your natural hair routine. Made with purpose, made with care, made for real results. Black-owned, nature-led, built with love. Earth Root. Nourish your roots and grow your crown naturally. Well, guys, that's all the commentary I have for now. As always, thanks for watching. I will talk to you shortly. Bye. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And hit the notification bell so you can be alerted every time I upload a video. Don't forget to support your Black-owned businesses. Visit ours in a link below.